Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, barbecue heads of all ages, it's Sunday night. That means it's time for the BBQCHAT show. I am your host, Cowboy Kev. Our boy Mikey K will be joining us very shortly from the Man Meat Barbecue page and from Fire and Smoke Barbecue. So guys, hope you guys have had a good weekend. Jay, what's going on, buddy? Sorry we're a couple minutes late. I was running a little behind getting home. So now getting my beer. Don't know what you guys are drinking tonight, but I hope it's something good. And let's get going. So, what up, dude? Just running around. Been a busy day. Like I said, waiting for Mikey to get on here. We don't really have a topic tonight, so we'll see where the night takes us. We've both been fairly busy this fucking week, so here we are. So, guys, hope you guys have noticed we have put in a new logo. We're working on some other stuff here on the backside of the show. If you guys aren't following us on YouTube, go look up the Barbecue Chat Show on YouTube and subscribe, all of that. Every Wednesday night, the show goes up on YouTube. It's a little bit easier to watch than on here. You can fast forward, you can rewind. If there's something dumb me and Mike said and you don't agree with it and you want to listen to it again, go for it. So we are over there on that on the YouTubes, and we are working on some other fun stuff for all of our friends and everybody out there in Instagram world and in the rest of the world to help you guys out. So if you guys can, if you've got friends that aren't watching the show or don't follow us, down in the little corner here, you'll see the little paper airplane. You can invite people to the show and have them stop on, come check out the show, come watch, and you can set it up so they know what's going on. They can follow us. Guys, we appreciate everybody that follows the show. Pharmacue, what's going on, bud? We are trying to build the show up, build up the following. It allows us access as we get more followers to other features of Instagram. What's going on, Rib Appreciation? What's up, dude? Mikey Should, Pharmacue, what's going on? Hope you enjoyed. You got to go out and eat some Fire and Smoke the other day. It looked delicious, as it always does. And you got to go hang out with Mike, and you got to put your own sticker on the trailer, which is pretty cool. So we're just waiting for Mikey to get in here. I did tell him I was going to be a couple minutes late, but he has not jumped in yet. I'm actually going to send him an invite now so we can do that. Again, guys, go check out the wings. There you go. And enjoying Monday. Where the hell are you at, dude? It's still Sunday night here. So you got to be on the other side of the fucking world from us. Hey, there's Mikey jumping in. Mikey's going to be pissed because I didn't, isn't it though? It's always fun to see Mikey, but he's going to be pissed because I didn't tell him I was jumping on yet. Australia. Okay, so it's Monday. That's awesome. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the show and enjoying your wings. Wings are always good, especially smoked wings. Smoke them. Cool them, refry them. Oh, yeah. Whether it's an air fryer. There's Mikey. Let's bring Mikey. We're bringing Mikey in. Our boy Mike. If he decides. Oh, man, there he is.
Could it take you longer to accept a fucking request?
Dude, I fucking accepted it as I saw it.
I accepted it as soon as I saw it. My name's Kev. I do everything right.
Because I so want to sit here by myself talking to myself.
Listen, I don't know what the fuck you do with your life.
Brazil, what's going on?
I don't know if that's like
barbecue
now. Got to hang out with Pharmacue on Friday. He came out, hung out, brought the fresh.
That's awesome.
Brought the fresh little one out. which
Oh,
was tiny.
tiny. Mike was afraid. Mike didn't want to touch on my break.
Little kids scare me, especially when they're not mine. Uh, yeah, she's cute. Good little kid. Didn't really for as new of a child as she was, there was no cries. There was nothing. Pretty good.
Awesome.
So yeah,
She's durable.
she's durable. They bounce. Actually, they kind of do at that age.
Yeah,
They're
they're still
super
bendy.
durable. Yeah. Uh,
They're still bendy then.
so yeah.
So much quieter than her brother.
Well, yeah. It's okay. Someone's got to be.
How was your cook today?
Good. I mean, we did good today. I'm tired. I'm tired. You know.
Normal Sunday now.
Yeah.
Now that you're doing them on Sundays.
Yeah. I don't know if I have anything this coming Sunday though. I don't know. I gotta look at a calendar. I don't fucking know where I am.
I'm hoping I get to cook at some point. Al, what's going on? I haven't gotten to cook anything in a couple weeks.
I know I'm doing ribs this week.
Oh.
I know I have ribs. Catering, yeah.
Catering gig?
Yeah. Everyone's always like, why don't you do ribs on the truck? Because they're fucking expensive. And
They're
it's
expensive.
weird. And it's everyone wants them when you don't have them.
Yep.
And then when you have them,
nobody wants them.
People magically fucking disappear. All of them. All of them magically fucking disappear.
Yep. And Ron. Oh, Jesus. Ron saw Mike was here. Had to come in and, enjoy the view.
I mean, well, yeah.
I hear rumor that Ron's coming up here pretty soon and going to possibly be here again in next spring.
Up in Connecticut?
What up? I think he's coming up to see CMAC soon. And yeah, I heard rumor he might be here for the Egg Fest in the fall. Hola. And Mike is buffering. I'm assuming that's Mike having the issue, not me. I just see the spinny wheel. Mike didn't even... I tried. I was trying to get him to. Oh, we lost Mike. I was trying to get him to. I was trying to get that set up. I was. But I understand we might be having a lot of fun here in the spring. So that could be very entertaining. And hopefully, Mike says, what the fuck? So he is attempting to get back on. We'll see what happens. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it's Mike, so you never know. Let's try to get him back here. Man, come on. Open up his thing. There he is.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck just happened.
You just started.
Okay. No, it kicked me off completely.
Wow.
And then all it started saying was just kept repeating the second before when you were like, oh, let's bring Mikey in. And it just kept repeating that 2-second line every time I would open it.
That's fucking
what
weird.
The fuck is going on?
First
of all, I told Ron to come out, and that motherfucker told me he was too busy.
He's probably already left again. He's probably like, oh, fuck, I'm going to get called out now.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
No, he's coming up to do something with CMAC, I think. And, which I don't know if he's doing egg stuff or art flame. Some Twilight Zone shit going on.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. It's fucking really weird.
That was a little a little odd there, but hopefully
Like, it was
we're.
basically like, it told me that we completely ended. It was like, barbecue chat has ended.
I'm still here.
For now.
Lima, Peru. Awesome. Well, thank you for
Sweet.
following. That's fucking cool as hell. Look at, we had somebody from Australia, so now we got somebody from Peru.
I follow from Chicago. I hail. Oh, I've been drinking IPAs all day.
Oh. So you feel like you eat about 4 meals?
Extremely gassy. It's gonna be a fun night.
It's a good thing this is a video show, so I'm not sitting there.
Yeah, but I have to sleep with Amanda tonight, so you know what I mean. It's gonna be a
Fun night for her.
fun night.
So what was the event you cooked today?
So we were at 301 Barbecue Supply. So they're just a barbecue supply store kind of up by us, and we just pop up there.
Oh,
We
cool.
sell our stuff, and then I was like, "Hey, do you have anybody?" I'm like, "Could we just pull in your parking lot and pop up here?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, cool.
So we
That
just
works.
sell fucking barbecue there, and
That works.
I almost canceled yesterday
Because of the weather.
because of the weather, but it ended up being like it rained like a little bit
Yeah.
today, but it wasn't enough. Like it rained for a total of 20, like maybe 15 minutes,
It's
and it wasn't like rain where it was like torrential downpour thunderstorm. It was like just rain. Yeah, like you could walk in it and it didn't matter. You know what I mean? Like a summer
yeah.
rain. Yesterday it was fucking torrential downpour, like all night. Last night, right? Not like or into Saturday,
Friday
right?
night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Friday night. All like fucking cooked in that. Torrential downpour all fucking night until probably like 10ish, 10 or 11. Torrential downpour, and then just kind of scattered rain throughout, which we decided not to use the trailer for on our last night. We just went
Yeah.
pop-up style because I was like, I don't want to be sitting outside with a bunch of people that are sitting inside and not ordering food.
Yeah, because they're not going to want to go out in it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
Yeah. Okay. We'll just keep drinking.
yeah, basically. So like the manager of the brewery we were at last night was like, "You don't want to switch to?" He's like, "You just want to switch to pop-up style?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess we'll just do that." Which means I forgot like half the shit that I needed. You know what I mean? Like naturally.
Because you were all set up to go the other way.
Exactly. So it's like, oh, what do I need to bring? What do I? Yeah, that happens. Whatever.
Yep.
Made it work.
So we really don't have a topic tonight because
No, but
we're
if you have
bad
any
at
barbecue
food.
questions, we'll
We'll
attempt
answer
to
them.
answer them.
We're not always the greatest at coming up with topics.
To be honest, I forget about that.
I usually do until I usually remember on Wednesday, and then I forget about it again until about an hour ago.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't figured out, we're the kamikaze barbecue show of all these guys trying to do barbecue podcasts and
They're all
lives and
fucking
shit.
put together and shit, and then there's
Yeah,
us. They're
yeah.
like,
There's
what
people
happened
that
to
have
you
like,
guys? Well, we opened a beer at and well, yeah, that beer's still going. Not the same beer, but I'm talking like, still drinking.
I like that. We're the Kamikaze Barbecue Show. I like that.
I like
It's a
it
pretty
too.
good. That's a pretty good description of what we do here.
It's a very good description of what we do here. Oh, I'm also in like slight pain, which is great.
Oh, what'd you do?
Stretched my ears, and I probably shouldn't have.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, somebody picked up on it.
Fuck, Jesus, you sound like my mother. Fuck. I really need to figure out my situation here because like the fucking thing's too far away.
Well, and did you move your stuff? Because before we could see your picture.
I mean, I'm in the same spot. I just kind of keep trying to figure out where. Like today, I wanted to put my feet up.
Yeah.
Get my foot up on the desk. Gotta move it a little. It's all just, you know. That's the problem. Like, this chair has wheels, so it can move. And, like, the way it is in my office, like, I have to, it's the desk chair, right? Well, the desk's over there, so I'm moving it every week. So it's like, it's never in the same thing.
Same spot. Yeah, usually wears white or black ones, and those look bigger.
They are. I went from 5/8 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch. Yeah.
No thanks. I got my tat and my nipple ring. I'm good. I want more. I want more ink. Don't get me wrong.
Stretched them a little bit, and they're sore today. I don't know why. Fucking sore, and it could be because like I did use silicone to stretch them, and I shouldn't have. I know better, but fuck it, I just did it. There's no weight on silicone. You know what I mean? So like normally I would stretch with glass, and there's weight with glass, so the glass will actually hold it down and create a better stretch. But whatever.
Again, kamikaze.
Just kind of went out, went off in the deep end there.
Fuck it, let's go. Wait, no, we're supposed to go. Let's go,
which is fantastic. Our home dishwasher broke, so I get to go dishwasher shopping tomorrow. Sounds like real.
Where do you trade Amanda in?
Man, just need a new model, dude.
Competition view with money muscles only, cooking them past 205 almost every time to get probe tender.
On the money muscle? You're cooking the money muscle past 205?
To get probe tender? That almost...
How big is your money muscle, out of curiosity?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
What size shoulders are you using? Let's start there.
Yeah.
Start small.
Yeah, because that's still... I'm just... So I'm not into just cooking a money muscle. I will usually... What's going on? I will usually do the whole thing, and then I will eventually pull the money muscle off.
No. What pound shoulders? Not just the money. I know how big a money muscle is.
No, he's just... I think he's just...
Are you just cooking a money muscle?
I know that's been a new thing guys are doing.
Yeah, but you can't... I thought it has to be attached to...
I have to... Yeah, because that's the same thing. Like, you can now separate the brisket and cook a separate point and a separate flat.
I knew you could do that, but I still thought you had to have the money muscle attached, which is why guys were detaching it, but leaving, like, just that little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they've been changing it. It used to be you had to have it attached. Now they're letting people, which I don't agree with because, again, get the whole piece, just like splitting the brisket into point and flat, I don't agree with.
But if you...
Goldberg, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, I don't know. What's up, father and son?
What's up, dude? Yeah, there's no
Struggling.
weight requirement, but I mean,
No, I understand that. Like, I'm struggling with the fact of like,
just cooking a
smokers, what's up, buddy? Some of the best smokers out there, guys. If you're looking for a smoker, it's gonna
get
be a
on the
wait,
waiting
but
list.
they're fucking badass smokers, dude.
Yep,
My dream's I want two 500s on a trailer.
I'm sure they can
Happen.
happen. You just need to open up the wallet.
I know, but they're beautiful fucking smokers. Beautiful smokers. Love them. I dream about them sometimes. Is that weird? Just dream about that smoker. I'm like, I really want that fucking smoker.
No, that's not weird in our world. So he took 1 to 210, 1 to 206, and 1 to 207, and that's where they got tender.
That just sounds high. That sounds so high.
Yeah.
I
mean, because I usually do mine a little under, so that way I can slice nice medallions.
Yeah.
With it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would think that you would want to be a little under.
Because I don't want it to fall apart.
Yeah.
I want it to stay in my medallion.
I know most guys would usually cut their thing off at like 190.
Yeah. How do you feel about Beck smokers? Have not seen Beck.
Be honest, I have no idea. Never seen them.
So, send us some info. We'll take a look.
I feel strongly about Moberg smokers being great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me ask you this question, Blinky. What are you temping them with? Are we using a thermopen? And then what temp are you cooking them at?
Yeah. So again, if you're going to rest, I would. I mean, again, I would be leaving them a little. I'll call it under, and because again, to me, if you're going to give me a medallion of a money muscle, I want a little bit of chew to it. I want.
Oh yes, I don't want to feel like it's pulled pork.
Correct.
I want it to be more of a pork. 275.
Pork rib. I want it more like a pork rib. So thank you, Robert.
That's very interesting to see that. It's interesting. I just feel like that's really high. Like, especially the 207.
Yeah. I did 1 to 210. And okay, so
fucking super high.
So, and when you cut them, how well did they cut into medallions? Like, did they just squish and like fall apart, or did they stay?
They have a good texture inside.
Yeah.
G Greens, what up, brother?
Greens, what's going on?
Hawaii. Let's go.
Yep.
Actually, kind of wish I could go eat at his food truck right now. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm saying, how well did they cut? How well did they stay together? Because to me, a money muscle, if that's all you're going to present, that needs to stay as a nice medallion. When they pick it up, it cannot fall apart.
Yeah.
At all.
Which I think 210, it should be like fucking almost mush.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And Wilberg, I need to go see the local boys pretty soon that are running all your cookers down at Hoodoo. I have not been down to see Tyler or Cody in a while. Now they got 2 of them.
Hey, Wilberg, what's the smallest pit you make? Because I wonder if I could get one to fit on the back of my trailer.
That'd be nice. That'd be fucking cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would look cool. That would
Oh,
work
yeah.
well, and it would look fucking awesome.
I know. I wonder if I can get one to fit on the back of my trailer.
I
don't
almost
have
want to tell
a
you.
ton of space.
I almost want to tell you personally. The more I think about with what you want to do, I almost want to tell you need to put the cooker instead of being across the back this way. You need to put it across the side here, and turn where you are now in the back into more.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The only issue with that is the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The door's gonna hit it.
Oh, the door opens that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Flip the fucking door. Uh-oh. Yep.
What?
Our buddy's here.
Oh shit. Are we letting him in? Jesus, okay.
Yeah, I'll let him in.
Our porch is 10 feet long, dude. Our porch is 8 by 10.
What's
Hey,
going on, bud?
What you drinking there?
Some happiness in a can, a little hypnosis.
See, that's what's gonna make me gassy all night.
I mean,
Except for we didn't get to watch him stab it.
oh,
Yeah, here it goes. Here it goes.
There we go.
Here it goes, Vato. Yeah.
got it.
There we go. Now we got the prison stab of the beer.
No,
Dude, I can't tell you what temp I pull my ribs at.
Yeah,
I don't-
lowest.
I don't have an internal temp that I pull my ribs at. I feel them with my
Yeah.
hands. Like I jiggle. I pull a jiggle.
Yeah, and I pull them and they rest. That's
Yeah.
the other thing is we're pulling them to rest first. We're not pulling them right off and eating them.
Yeah.
hey, you pull them as soon as you want there, sweetheart, and it's all good.
Dude, she's wet and ready.
Like my meat moist.
I like him spritz.
He missed. So we should ask him if he likes our definition of our show.
What's that?
We are the Kamikaze Barbecue Show.
The kamikaze barbecue. Oh, that makes
Because we don't have a script. We're just fucking everywhere.
We're just here to actually probably lose our jobs and be criticized in other factions of our lives. Like we want to drink a little bit and then say stuff that we don't regret until it pops up in the woke culture later. That's what
That's
and then
exactly what we do.
You didn't think it was?
Like I said, kamikaze.
I mean, they should just call me suicidal. I'm in the Bay Area, so I mean, I offend
This
people,
is true.
farting barbecue.
How you afford to do barbecue in the Bay Area?
I can't. That's why I'm broke. Don't you know? It's like the Bay Area. It's like move to the Bay Area where you can work your ass up just to be broke.
Move to the Bay Area. Got a $15,000 signing bonus. Awesome. What'd you buy? A milkshake.
Yeah. I paid rent for my closet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
So, last night I was finishing my beer at the brewery, and one of the guys is like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "This is the last time I'm gonna see you." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "What the fuck? What do you mean?" He's like, "I'm moving at the end of the month. He's gonna move into Milwaukee." I was like, "Oh, okay."
He's there for tools and beer.
Yeah, basically. He's like, "I'm moving in with my girlfriend in Milwaukee." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh, I'm like, well, where are you living?" Like, and he like told me it's like downtown Milwaukee Art District. Like, it's kind of a nice place. And I'm like, "Oh, what's rent?" He's like, $700. I'm like, a month?
For
Or
what?
like a week?
For what?
For a 1-bedroom.
Dude, you can't rent a room out here for that price.
Yeah.
You can't even get one room.
Yeah, that's not even a closet. That's fucking crazy.
He's like, yeah, the rent's not bad. I'm like, no. That's not rent. That's fantastic.
They're practically paying you to live there.
That's insurance payments in California.
Dude,
A month.
I was in like rural Iowa, and this girl's like, yeah, I rent a whole house for $550. And I'm like, how many bedrooms? She's like, 3. I'm like, dude, I can't get an apartment. I literally can't get a closet for $550.
Dude,
Like,
down payment for stuff out here is your kidney. It's like
kidney, and we'll take layaway on your firstborn.
it's easier to buy a house than it is to rent out here right now. It's stupid. I mean, you can rent a house.
Nobody wants to buy one.
Well, no, they make you jump through. It's almost as bad as trying to buy a house. It's so stupid. But yeah, man, for like rent for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house out here, easy 26, easy.
Wow.
You're probably looking more at like a $3,000 a month payment for rent.
My favorite is they're like, we want you to make like 4 times monthly income. Like, what?
That'd be great.
Like, we need you to be like, if rent's $3,000, we need you making 12 a month, and it's like, I wouldn't be renting this shithole if I was making that much money a month.
Seriously, rent costs more than house. Well, house payments have gone up. Like our house right now that we bought for like we bought for $425 about 6 years ago. Now is in the realm of $7.
Wow.
But it's gonna drop. I mean, it already is. Like the Bay Area is just priced out of control. But no. Why are we talking about real estate prices? Jesus, somebody's shooting me in the face with a Zima. This is ridiculous.
Nobody's giving us barbecue topics.
So I got the invite a while back from my buddy Whitey. He's got Whitey Morgan in the.
I know Whitey Morgan.
He's having a barbecue joint party at his place. He's bringing out freaking Lewis.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. So he just got 2 500-gallon barrel smokers from Austin City Works.
Oh, no kidding.
He's gonna pick them up. I just texted him today. He's gonna pick them up next week, I think, and then bring them back home because he's on tour right now. But dude, it's gonna be a damn good time. September 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I think. He's on tour.
So Labor Day weekend.
And he's on a huge festival that weekend.
So it's like
that'll be fun.
Gonna bring a bunch of buddies. He has a drinking tree out there. We just go out there in the side by side at like 2:00 in the morning after we already been drinking, and then we go to this tree that's huge, where he writes music from time to time. And every 2 months or so, he'll just go up and recycle all the cans and bottles that are around this big tree. Dude, it's just like stats. You're just stomping on stuff. I'm like,
you had me curious. I wondered if there was like a tap in this tree or something when you said drinking.
Like, this is a special tree. Like, yeah, it changes drinks too. You get bourbon on one of them, you get the vodka on the other side. I'm like, where's the Red Bull?
Wait, what items would you trade for rent? Money.
No,
for barbecue items? Or I guess I trade money for barbecue and then I pay rent with it.
It'd be better if we can pay rent with barbecue.
Be more fun.
I have a feeling Wells Fargo is not going to accept my check in ribs.
The hard time I have is like the drive-through is trying to stuff that brisket through that vacuum thing. I don't know.
Jamming it in.
Stuck halfway up.
I'm like, it's a good thing it's tender. It just falls apart. You just blast them in the face. They're like, rent is due. Thank you, Sean, for that mortgage. That was perfect. The bank. Okay, next week it's pulled pork.
Down week, you're getting pulled pork next week. Brisket's too expensive. So
that was just for the insurance in California. That was for the firefighters. God, bro, if you were out here right now, you would be working.
Oh, I am sure.
Are they? Are you getting fires right now?
Everywhere.
Oh, Cal Fire's like hasn't stopped.
On fire.
Dude, it started in like early May. Before that, it started almost March. Hey!
Hi, Amber.
How you doing, Amber? Good to see you, sweetie.
You tired? You tired? Go to bed. No, you're painting your toenails.
Dash scares me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, have fun. Bye.
Bye.
Dude, I'm so glad she's not pulling most of your jeans. Thank God for your wife.
She looks like me. Which means she's gorgeous.
Honestly, I did a paternity test just to make sure.
Dude, I will send you a picture of me as a kid
Hey,
and
look.
her, and
Just
you
wait.
will be like, the paternity test is right there. Like, seriously.
She has Mike's attitude. I'm just going to say that.
Of course she does.
Been there, seen it.
Dude, all you can hope for by the time she's a freshman that she'll have your mustache until she's a senior. That's my hopes.
I'm just hoping she's a lesbian. It's fine.
Hey, nothing wrong. They like the same thing I do.
Yeah. But I'd rather worry about one
She'll probably
box
get pregnant.
instead of a lot of penises.
I don't know. They get around, I think, worse than straight people do half the time.
Oh, this is the one. This is going to be the show. All right, we're doing this. Let's write it out. Let's do it. Pop the Zima. It's happening.
Oh, God. Here we go.
The woke police are going to show up.
As we watch our fall, I think the people watching go like this.
It doesn't matter. They can be completely gone. Same show.
Yeah, same show. Doesn't matter who the fuck's watching.
Same show. We're just here talking to ourselves. How did you guys
How
meet?
long have we been doing the show and meet? Let's see.
So we've been doing the show for what, a year and a half, 2 years almost.
2 years.
We met Steelhouse on Grindr,
That's right.
and
They swiped right and wanted meatloaf. It worked out.
He was just wearing barbecue sauce in the picture.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You get my drift. It was beautiful. You know how the boys in Chicago like it.
Oh God!
He saw us drinking a White Claw and it was on. I tell you, he's like,
laughed as hard in a long time. This is fantastic.
dude.
Dude, we all met through Instagram, like social media. It's crazy.
Yep.
Like right now, this basically is like an across the U.S. show. We got Keva up on the East Coast. I'm in the middle, and then Steelhouse is right on the West Coast.
We got the Mikey sandwich going.
Pretty much. Okay, so the other day, one of my employees. One of my employees get this. She's there was like we had music in the truck going. And
Is it the,
what?
Is it the little Asian girl again that talks shit to you? I love her.
No.
She's awesome already.
No. So she goes Biggie came on and she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's Biggie Smalls." I'm like, "Are you Team Tupac or Team Biggie?" She's like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "You East Coast or West Coast?" She's like, "Well, we live on the West Coast." I was like, "Bitch, we live in the Midwest."
I had some punk kid tell me, "Oh, that's from the 1900s." I'm like, "I will end you with a flick right on your Adam's apple."
What do you mean the 1900s?
Technically,
Yes. Like,
nothing makes me feel older though now. I swear to God, I feel so old. I'm like, please save the children from themselves. They're just dumbasses who need hope.
they are dumb.
here's the worst part. When somebody says to you 30 years ago, what time frame do you think of?
Oh, Jesus.
First time frame that pops in your head. The 70s?
Yeah. About, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so think of Wham.
30 years ago was the 90s.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. That, they're putting out like that 90s show, right? Because
Oh, yeah.
the same distance, like from when that 70s show came out,
Team
And
Biggie.
then, like when they started, oh come on, no, it's Team Tupac, my friend.
Biggie
Tupac all the way.
And he didn't have enough material. I'm sorry, man. No disrespect, Biggie. He just did not have enough material. Tupac is still putting out hits. Come on.
That's because he's still alive.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Part of the reason Tupac is because he had Dre behind him. Could you imagine if Biggie had Dre behind him?
Dude, not always. Freaking Biggie was... Dude, he had freaking Sean Combs behind him. That guy was the beat maker on the East Coast. But he ain't...
I will take Dre over Combs every day.
Oh, yeah. So does Ellis.
That's what I'm saying. Could you imagine if you had Biggie's style with Dre doing the beats and the producing?
Yeah, we're going down the what if road. Honestly, it's just Tupac. Pac is Jordan, and Biggie might be LeBron.
But then who's Eminem?
Who's Jesus? Larry Bird.
That's a good one. I'll give it to you.
Hey, I'll go older. Give me Run DMC and Grandmaster Flash.
Dude.
Or the real first white rappers, Beastie Boys.
The Irish dudes. House of Pain.
Oh, yeah, you got
House of Pain.
Oh, Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys are before that because Beastie Boys were Rick Rubin.
Yep. Was there any... I think there was somebody around that time that might have been before... before them. Can't even think now. Bro,
I think now we're getting into like months.
Dude,
but you're talking guys that started with Rick Rubin.
No, but I'm starting before that. I'm talking about there was white rappers with like when the MC was an
like
MC.
Elvis.
DJ was the story.
Because he stole it.
What'd you say?
Said Elvis.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, he gets slow.
You like when he shakes his hips?
See, we got so much great underground out here. You guys, all right, so I'm going to turn you on to some amazing Bay Area underground right now. Look up Lyrics Born from Berkeley. He's just got this deep, gravelly whiskey cigar voice that's amazing to rap to, but he's Italian and Japanese. He sounds like he's 7'2" from like, you know, East, well, actually he is from East Oakland area. But he just sounds like this big old black dude, and he's this, you know, smaller Japanese, Italian, and he's freaking awesome. But it's funky. Lyrics Born. You guys will love it.
He like Rick rolls you?
No, he didn't. Did you just Rick roll me, seriously? Did I miss?
No, I'm saying so he kind of like Rick rolls you. Like, because everyone thought he was a black guy too until the music video came out.
Yeah,
and then they were
that's
like,
true.
what the fuck?
Seriously? Freaking Rick Astley with the freaking red hair and white skin?
Yeah, but if you heard his voice, listen to his voice.
You're right. I've never heard that. That's funny. I've never heard that. That sounds about right, though.
I'm like, wait a minute. This dude's that's coming out of him?
Yeah.
So, and here, this is going to be and I don't even know if you guys want to get into this, but it's going to be an interesting topic when we get into different barbecue when it comes to nationalities, too.
Yeah.
That's one we have not done.
No.
I mean, you got to think, like, there's barbecue culture in every single, like, worldly country, right?
Yep.
But just think about even just America and the different cultures.
But if you look at you, you're a big Texas barbecue guy, right? So are you. A lot of that is German, right? A lot of the sausage, a lot of the curing of the meat.
Where the vinegar comes from, I think, is more German too. That's more North Carolina.
Yep.
You know what though? It's interesting because like barbecue started here, you know, with the Native Americans. They were smoking fish all the time. That was their thing.
Yep.
But
barbacoa was the Taino Indians. The word came from the Taino Indians.
Freaked out.
Right. And then go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just saying my phone was freaking out.
Well, it's like you get when the Dutch slave trading, when they brought different people from Africa, they incorporated their different cooking, and then you got people from Mexico, because California used to be Mexico. So you see all those different cultures, but then it's weird because you have different cultures within a culture of barbecue spread out everywhere. I mean, you can't tell me that Georgia barbecue is going to be the same as North Carolina or South Carolina barbecue, or the same as Tennessee versus Texas or Kansas City or St. Louis. All these different cultures within cultures of
well, look at just use North Carolina. You got mustard sauce. You have vinegar-based sauces. That's just in one state.
I have not. Have you guys had the Alabama white sauce yet? I have not. I've heard amazing stories about it. I just haven't had it.
I've never had
some white sauce. It may not be from Alabama.
I knew it was going. I knew it was going. It's organic, handcrafted.
So I've actually, you could have had Chris Lilly's if you didn't go to that heritage thing, did you? Because Chris Lilly was there.
Was there.
Tuffy was there, and so was Sterling Ball.
Well, I was getting texts and calls. Hey, you coming? You going? I got a ticket for you. I'm like, please stop calling me. I don't have enough Xanax to get through this depression. Bro, I wanted to go so freaking bad. It's 8 hours away from me. I was like, I will sleep on my bike. I don't care. Couldn't do it. Dad stuff kicked in. It's like, all right.
Shit happens.
Got to be dad. It's an easy decision, but it still hurts.
Yep.
So I've never had actual Chris Lilly's from Decanter, Alabama white sauce, but actually I got to try your buddy Mike, Thunderbird.
Yeah.
He had some at that Egg Fest. That was really good.
Yeah.
So you guys been watching Heritage, right?
Yep.
Socially, on social media. I've been there 3 different times, and it rivals some joints in Texas, like some top quality joints in Texas. This guy and his stuff.
Yeah,
he's really.
So go call her. Go call her. Okay. Maybe she's like taking a shower or something for me.
I need to get a beer. I'll be back.
Huh? You don't know that. You don't know what she's doing.
Hi, Ember.
Ember. I don't know what she's doing. I'm just making assumptions.
I'm just guessing here, kid.
Yeah. Oh.
Just guessing.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta do something real quick.
No problem.
Send nudes.
You fish.
With that mustache, he does.
I know he does. Steelhouse's OnlyFans. She's being such a little brat right now.
Hi, Ember.
You're in my ear, so she can't hear you.
I'm telling you to tell her.
Kev says hi. Say hi. No. You don't want to say hi? My mom tried FaceTiming. I don't know if you want to try FaceTiming her.
I don't think your mom would like to talk to me.
Do you want to go FaceTime, Baba? No. Okay. You just going to lay here on me? Looks like it's going to be that kind of show.
We're going all over the place tonight.
I know. We're in 50.
No, I'm liking the thought of doing a whole show about like different like Argentinian style and stuff like that.
And that's a thing, right?
Yeah. Al was on here earlier, and like in this country, he's like the king of it right now.
Yeah. And I mean, you got just leave her give her 5 minutes. So you got that. You got like I said, the heavy German influence in Texas that nobody really talks about.
And that's really, that's where your Central Texas, that's why sausage is such a big thing.
That's why, yeah, exactly.
That's where, because they all had butcher shop, meat shops.
Yep.
And
do something with all that shit.
Yeah, and that was what they did with the stuff they didn't sell, with the stuff that people didn't want, to try to make the most out of the cow.
Yeah. And best yield, most money, try not to waste.
Yep.
Right? And then you got, I mean, that's heavy. I mean, if you look at a lot of like European countries, like Italy, like Poland, Germany, you know, those areas, even London, kind of, there's a lot of sausages. There's a lot of
yeah, sausages. We're actually, for a country, we're because all those cultures came here and brought those sausages here. I mean, sausage, it was a preservation method. It was a way to make something go further.
Yeah, without refrigeration.
With no refrigeration. I mean, look at the salamis.
Blackhawks?
What's going on, dude? The salamis and the pepperonis and all of those, and the dry sausages,
the bacon,
and the bacons, and all of that stuff that came out of these countries that are just phenomenal. And, you know, yes, I'll say we probably did, the United States, when those cultures started coming here, that's where they started to mix, I'll call it mix influences from these other countries.
Sure.
To make, you know, your andouilles, as soon as it sounds, your jalapeno cheddars, things like that. But your base sausages, you know, your bratwurst, your hot dogs, all of that.
It's all there. It's all from them.
It's all from them.
And then you got your, I wish I could reach my beer. Yeah. You want to go lay down, mommy?
There once, it was an amazing butchery too. So I really want to go to APL's restaurant. I think it's in Cali. He's got a beautiful looking place.
You want to what?
But that sounds awesome. I never saw that one. I love watching the stuff Adam Perry Lang does. I mean, shit, that guy's so crazy to the point where he learned how to make knives, to make his own knives for the restaurant, because he wanted a specific style and look and everything to the restaurant.
I'm trying to make sure she doesn't like knock my
But the ear pod and the gauge out.
Yeah, they won't knock the gauge out. The gauge is fucking tight in there right now. It ain't moving.
Yeah,
it's hurting.
Yeah. You know, Adam Perry Lang, dude, that guy's fucking awesome.
I mean, you can look at, like, you know, then you can get like Korean barbecue, right? Which
the coolest. They do it like in front of you, like on that little thing.
Over the little whatever the what's the?
Sometimes they're stones. Some places they're little grills.
But you know what I'm talking about? Those like they use like different charcoal.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the name. What they call it? What?
Bikotan.
That's it. Yeah. That, you know what I mean? When they do that, and then and this is all stuff that, like, you know, people don't think about.
Yeah.
And then you do get like, when you go down to the Mexico culture, right? When you go down to like shoving fucking goats in a hole and making barbacoa, which is a whole nother thing.
Yeah. The Argentinian stuff is amazing to me.
we were talking about that a little bit.
I
The Argentinian, like, open flame, really,
That's who you got to go
Yeah.
see the next time you go to Texas is Al Fragoni.
Al Fragoni?
Yeah, that's where he's down now.
I don't even know who he is.
I'll send you his stuff. He's probably the biggest guy doing the Argentinian stuff in the States, and he's the one selling the crazy grills with like all the hanging stuff. And
oh yeah, that's rad. I want to get one of those. Those aren't cheap.
no, they're not, but they're gorgeous. The cool thing is the ones he's selling are gorgeous, and they work
functional. Yeah,
they're functional.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than cooking on a turd that looks pretty.
Yeah, you should know.
Yeah, no, those things look amazing. Hey, Debbie. What else? What I miss?
Just talking about sausage.
Like European, all that shit. And then, I mean, you
Fill it in, I'm
get
getting
African barbecue.
What's that?
You get African barbecue.
Dude, I would love to see this
barbecue in every culture. There's just barbecue in every culture.
No, it's true. I mean, what blew me away once I found out was about how strong barbecue is in Australia.
It's very strong.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Those guys are crazy.
Yeah, the Australians know what they're doing. They're doing more than just shrimp on the barbecue down there, man. Those guys know what's up. The brisket I've seen out there is gorgeous.
Oh, that's my caller. Go.
Yeah, they're doing some fantastic stuff down there.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like, go to China and they're doing different stuff right in front of you. But the other interesting thing for going to the places in the world is seeing, as we've talked about, barbecue is really, as a cuisine, is the closest thing we have in America to an American cuisine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting seeing it being adapted and brought to these other, like Australia.
Right.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Well, I think it's American barbecue. You know what I mean? It's like, well, this is an American style of barbecue. And there's places in Europe that are doing it. There's places, I'm sure there's places in South America that are doing it.
Oh,
well, I'd love to go to Holy Smoke there in Sweden.
Yeah.
Iceland. I mean, everybody's doing their own thing. Everybody has their own version of barbecue. Because that's all everybody ever cooked on was fire. For years and years and generations. That's
I think the thing that I'll say, the thing that differentiates like American barbecue from like a lot of the other cultures' barbecue,
expensive brisket.
Expensive brisket, but the fact that a lot of our barbecue is being done indirect, low and slow.
On a grand scale.
Like, we're doing a lot of stuff low and slow.
Yeah.
And I know that I understand that, like, some of us cook hot and fast, per se. But it's still, it's still, we're using smoke as a method. You know what I mean?
Correct.
What was you guys posted? The last meme you guys posted was like normalize using smoke like salt and pepper.
We stole it from Tuffy.
That was Tuffy style. So it's like once I started thinking like that, it became a whole different process. And what made me start doing that was I had to change my diet up. I could no longer use like a brown sugar rub base.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Oh yeah, stupid, you smoke everything. It's going to get you better at which is really cool, because when you just use salt and pepper, that's when you learn how to deal with your smoke better.
Correct.
You can't hide anything in it. You can't hide anything in it.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't hide behind the salt. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You taste the mistakes.
Yeah.
Like that's the big thing that most people don't get is you can hide shit with certain product.
with your rub. I mean, brown. I mean, honestly, I put brown sugar on all pork products. I just love it. That's my style.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but
I'm not saying you're hiding it.
But that's no. It's enhancing what I do. But what I'm saying is when you use just salt and pepper, that's going to bring your game so far up because you're going to taste every mistake you do. I don't suggest using salt and pepper and then selling it right away. Taste your mistakes, have your people over, and then screw up that way.
But it kind of goes back to something my father always said. Whenever he goes to a steak restaurant, they're like, would you like steak sauce? My father's response is, if I need steak sauce, I don't want the steak.
That's the best answer I've ever heard.
And it makes... But it's one thing to... But so do people put ketchup on them, too.
I know. It should lower your credit score.
So lower their life expectancy in my, wheelhouse. Jesus. Hey, my number 2 just showed up. I can't even use him anymore because now he's on to better places. Oracle Shit Show Posse. It's my boy, Adam.
That is a fucking great name.
It is a great name. It's part of a writing group we all kind of roll with every now and then. He's with them. But he's helped me on some gigs that are just freaking ridiculous. He was at Levi Strauss for 22 years.
Wow.
And he would help. He lost money.
Yep.
But he'll be back. But yeah, he would help me on my hardest gigs, man. He's helped me.
Awesome.
He's Guns N' Roses, Justin Timberlake, and he's helped me on a lot of stuff. And it's like, thank God for people that have a managerial brain. I'm like, everything's on fire. And he's like, hey, just put it there, put it there, put it there. I'm like, thank God for you. Every time I pay him some money, I'm like, you deserve way more money. I just can't afford to pay it to you. You'll be making more than me already. It's just, it's like, that's the thing is when you get guys that are, that's a topic we should talk about. It's like, how do you find really good people? And it's a lot like a pizza joint. It's like you find younger, kids or people that want to learn, and the margins are so slim, it's really hard to pay people properly.
It's hard to pay people properly, and especially, and I get to a point, a lot of people are afraid, okay, I'm gonna pay them, and then they're gonna learn this stuff, and then they're gonna go leave.
And that's part of the process.
Yep.
Hey, he's back.
So it kicked me out.
Again?
And then, it literally was like, thanks for joining, barbecue chat. You've been kicked out. I was like, okay. I had to get rid of the app, X out of the app completely. And then, when I went back in, it was telling me you guys weren't live.
It plan B'd you. That's what it did. It just plan B'd you. You're like, nope, abort the situation.
Pretty much. And
we're not here. It's like it never happened. Believe us.
Pretty much, yeah. I could just see, there was, I couldn't join a live. And then
your own show doesn't want you. It's a bad thing, mind you.
I know, right?
That's like your mom calling you ugly. I feel that pain. Don't get me started on crying. My mom. Anyone in a leadership role can usually find. Yeah, it is a shit show.
Either way, it's a shit show. Either way, it's a fucking shit show.
No, I never meant duck you. I never mean duck. Ever. Ever, ever. So, I'm feeling your pain, Blinky. That's all. No, that's really important. Is the right-hand man is vital, just as vital as the owner.
Oh, sometimes I like using my left hand, though.
Well, because you like it retarded style. That's why. Freaking weirdo.
Stranger. Different.
No, he just wears out the right hand.
That might be true.
Why is Mikey going through a Costco-sized conditioner every 2 weeks?
2 weeks sounds like a long time.
It burns. Oh, Lord.
I mean, Dude,
Eighth
I literally try like, dude, we can't find fucking staff for us.
No, while you got
That's what
kicked
we're talking
out,
about.
me and we were talking about the fact that it's like owning a pizza joint. You just kind of hire kids because it's a job where you learn a lot, but you can't pay a lot. It's just not in the budget. You know, it's like, and then when you do find somebody that's worthwhile, you start thinking, okay, is it worth giving him a percentage or her a percentage? You know what I mean? Because you find somebody that's willing to make some sacrifice and really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why the best. You think about the best barbecue joints usually are a partnership,
Or they're family owned.
Yeah.
and then they got their kids
Free
working
labor.
24, working off birth.
Yeah, no, I
Free
mean,
labor.
it's true. You know, like,
Hey,
it's
look at
funny.
Black.
Yeah, I mean, Black's is 4th generation now.
Yeah, that's up there with
Ember,
LA Barbecue, La Barbecue.
yeah, like,
Yep.
dude, I mean, like, Ember's starting to, like, come on the truck with us every once in a while and work. Because, like, we have to. And it's funny, like, it's so funny hearing her, like,
Pick up stuff.
like, yeah, but she'll say stuff to customers. She'll be like, insert or tap here. And then, like, the way we do it is we have an iPad, so, like, we'll flip it and be like, here, can you finish this out for us? And then they have to decide, like, whether or not they're getting a receipt or not, or whatever, you know, all that shit.
You know, it's hilarious.
She'll do it.
Go
She'll
ahead.
be like, can you finish this out for me? She'll, like, flip it. Like, yeah, it's hilarious.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
The first time I had so much pride in like my daughter, is when I bought her. You guys see that video when I gave her that pink Weber?
I remember that, dude. I remember that.
Bro, it was like, I watch it now and I get teared up because it's like she was so, and she still gets excited. Like, you see the pictures of her doing tri-tip, you know, when she was younger.
Yep.
And she's like, you know, and bro, it's the best thing. Hey, what's up, family barbecue?
What's going on, family?
It's the coolest thing to be able to show your kids or to watch your kids get excited about something that you're excited about. Because the last thing I want to do is like force my passions onto my kids. You know what I mean? So it's cool when they do have that interest.
Show an interest.
And I'll lean into a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, hey, I want, you know, make your own way. It's cool. You know, it's here. Don't rebel and be a vegan because it's going to be a bad day for you. Yeah. Meat is murder.
Don't.
Oh, hold on. You guys got to get this. Hold on. So,
Okay.
Friday night pop-up, right?
Right.
Guy walks up to the truck. Do you guys have chicken? No, we don't have chicken on the truck today. Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out what I can feed my vegan girlfriend.
Did you give him a hot bowl of steam?
Some ice cubes?
He asked
Some ice cubes for dessert.
No, wait, but he asked for chicken. Because he's trying to figure out how to feed his vegan girlfriend.
He's never going to get laid. He's not going to make her happy ever. Because she's vegan. And like,
it's not his girlfriend at that point. It's just the girl he's trying to get in pants.
Like, what I don't understand is, like,
He obviously doesn't know what vegan means either.
you want to feed your vegan girlfriend chicken?
He's going to find out it means extra bitchy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Look, and here's the deal. I've met people that are like situationally vegan. You know, it's like, you know, the dietary funk, whatever, and they're the raddest people ever. I'm like, yeah, that's like a challenge accepted type thing. Like, they miss meat. You know, it's a dietary dude. I'm like, all right, cool. But like the vegans, like that. I think I stole something from you guys about the Karen post about. Yeah, okay. That was classic. It's like, oh, no, I'm going to pelt you in the face with some pulled pork, and it's going to be worth it. It will not be a waste of meat. It'll be awesome. Get off my deck. Yeah, no, I'm going to blow this towards your whole face, all your area.
I'm going to go get a box fan and aim it at you.
What I want to know is why. Here's the question: why is it that vegetarians and vegans, right, hate meat so much, but they spend so much fucking time trying to make
Making their
other things taste like meat?
It's impossible.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Growing up, we had a friend that was vegetarian. She wasn't vegan. She would do milk and stuff, but was vegetarian because she didn't like killing animals, blah, blah, blah. And my buddy used to make, whenever he'd have a party, he'd make pasta with meat sauce. But she never knew because he would literally use an immersion blender to blend the meat into the sauce. And she would always be like, this is the best sauce in the world. And we're like,
it's got meat in it, bitch.
Yep, it is.
Dude, that's my favorite thing. Like, people will order, they're like, I'm just getting your cornbread. Okay, cool, here you go. And they walk away. It's because I'm vegetarian or I'm vegan. Perfect.
Hey, there's no butter in that at all.
There's lard.
I was going to say, there's lard in his.
Even
lard.
better. Oh,
there's pig fat in there. Good luck.
Bro, it's really when they come back and are like, this is delicious.
Two of the top trophies I have in my life is turning to vegetarian on a job and then turning to vegan. They were like, the vegetarian was like, does that taste as good as it smells? I'm like, yeah, man, it really does. It's really good. He's like, because I'm vegetarian and it smells really good. And I'm like, you should probably get a plate. He's like, okay, but seriously? I'm like, bro, I wouldn't be here if it's not good. I promise you one thing for sure. It's amazing.
We had a vegetarian that worked for us.
Dude, this guy waited till everybody else got their food. He came out in shame, got a plate, walked to his car, ate it in shame inside of his car, came back out. I go, hey, man, how was it? There's nobody there. They're all inside. It was like a company party. He's doing his thing. Comes back out. He's like, he's just trying to walk past me. I'm like, hey, how was it? He's like, it was amazing. Don't tell anybody. I'm like, you kidding me? I'm telling everybody.
There is no better sign of approval.
Depending on how long that motherfucker's been a vegetarian, he's throwing that shit up.
That night. He died.
He's throwing that shit up or shitting it out like that.
Just like he ate a dirty taco from a taco truck from like 5 days ago. It's been sitting sun-aged. Oh.
Sun-aged. Oh.
Like, why is this tortilla so crispy, crunchy, and stale? Why is the meat green? That's that special verde sauce. Have you guys ever eaten a taco truck so good? I mean, it's like it was so good, but you got sick where you're like, totally worth it. I've been there. I was at a taco truck in Hayward, and it was like a late night. You're just trying to soak up some alcohol. And, I mean, soak up, you're drunk, trying to soak up some food. This freaking burrito was so amazing. I was with my girlfriend at the time, and she's Mexican. And I'm throwing this thing up in the toilet, just like, I felt like I was throwing up my toes. It was just horrible. She's like, you okay? I'm like, no, this is a perfectly good burrito.
Not anymore.
She's like, I don't think it's good. I'm like, it was tasty. Did you write down the name of the taco truck? I'm like, and she's like, you lost your mind. But I was like, man, I'll go back today. It was so good. Sorry.
Look at it this way. Hold on, wait. You got to look at it this way, though, right? Gain any weight from that burrito.
What's that?
Said you did not gain any weight from that burrito.
Oh, dude. That's true. Oh, see, it's all bad. It's like,
dude,
it's like an eating disorder built in. This is an eating disorder built in here. This burrito will make you lose weight. There you go. Go be a cheerleader. Go be a cheerleader. You're good.
What comes with this burrito? ED. What's ED? Eating disorder.
It's good for you. It's fine.
What comes with this burrito? Emotional issues.
No, what's the video? Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
So, John, so we used to live right down the street from this taqueria, right?
Right.
And every Tuesday, it was Taco Tuesday, 25-cent tacos. 25, or it was 50 cents, sorry, 50-cent street tacos.
Right.
Brad, what's going on?
So I was like, great, fucking Tuesday.
Bologna tacos?
No, they would do like steak, everything, whatever. Whatever you wanted.
50-cent tacos.
It was just their Tuesday special.
That's my first like sign of beware.
Dude, they're so fucking good. Sick like
Take
3 or 4 times
down
from the same place.
That's all the convincing I needed.
Kept going though.
Like I went from like you're gonna die. You're gonna die if you eat 50-cent tacos. They're so good. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
That's all. I'm convinced. You got me.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It had me
They
at
used
so
to call it
good.
taco hopping.
What?
We lived in Rogers Park in the city, right?
Right.
Well, Rogers Park is heavily Hispanic, and there's like on Clark Street. There's within 3
He
blocks.
said
of
heavily
hotels.
Hispanic, like there's crawling with Mexicans.
No, I just meant like food wise. Food. Shut up. Also heavily Jewish. So weird mixture of people.
It's okay. I'm heavily broke. We're all the same.
So, but within like 2 blocks of yourself, there was like literally like 6 taquerias all on the same street.
My place.
So we'd go taco hopping.
Right?
You'd go to one, buy a taco there, eat, then go to the next one, get a different style of taco. It's a fat kid's dream.
I was just gonna say that's the fattest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, no, this taco tastes kind of, it's different than the last taco. We should go to 4 more places just to make sure the tacos taste like tacos. But the crazy part is you know,
I love tacos.
That's so.
All the different drink specials too. So you went and got different.
One's got Dos Equis, one's got
by the time
tequila.
you get to the in taco joint, you're like, ah, this taco's way better than the rest of them. This taco's amazing. Pretty sure it's the tequila that goes with it, dude.
No. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Taco about.
And you know they're in the back going, the fucking gringo.
Bro, I went. This was horrible. I was in Tampa visiting the in-laws. We were partying in Tampa. We were old man partying, like we were restaurant hopping and drinking beer. And like 2 a.m, we went to this. It was supposed to be a taco burrito, truck, like a roach coach. But they said this is the best Mexican food. I'm like, where's the Mexicans? They all say they're Puerto Rican inside this freaking beautiful. It's like this old like school bus, and they have got like a whole kitchen in that sucker. And I kid you not, man, those are some amazing tacos. But they did not have a sense of humor about Mexican stuff. I'm like, how are you guys producing because they were full blown. There was like a Mexican flag out there. I'm like, guys, come on.
They got Puerto Rican music inside.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, there's not one Mexican in this bus, which, I mean, come on. There's not one Mexican in the bus. And they got a Mexican flag out there serving tacos. And I'm like, I'm from California. And I'm just enough Mexican to get pulled over. So it's like, all right.
Have you ever been in an Italian restaurant in New York? And it's all Mexicans cooking Italian?
French?
I've seen Mexicans in all like Chinese food. They're cooking Chinese food, and I'm like, you know what? My people can cook anything.
They can.
Give them a spatula, and they got it. All it takes is hard work.
Yeah.
My people know how to work hard.
There you go.
There's this. I grew up with this taco joint it's down the street from where I live now. And straight up, man, it was just this shack. It was like as big, it was smaller than this office. and it was just a kitchen with like 5 dudes in there. And they're just pumping out like these amazing like Mexican food. Now it got remodeled and it's this whole beautiful thing, but it's like, bro, I tell people, I'm like, go to that spot. It's so authentic you can't drink the water. Guaranteed. And it's straight up, dude. It really, it's an old, tired joke. It's my old dad joke. I keep using it over and over. I don't need new jokes. I need new friends. And so
Did you say I don't need new jokes, I need new friends?
That's it, dude. I'm gonna be the worst person with Alzheimer's.
That's the greatest line I've heard all night.
Amanda hates. She's like, you use the same jokes over and over. I'm told next time I say that, and she says that, I'm like, I don't need new jokes. I need new friends.
It's true. And the bad part is I have the worst memory, so I don't know if I told you the same joke over again. It's funny still, right? Like, yeah, I love reruns, idiot.
Like, I've known the punchline for 5 minutes and it's taking you a while to get to it. Let's go.
Yeah, so it gets worse because like if you drink bourbon, the buildup gets longer. Yeah. Like, hurry up! I already know the punchline. When's the chicken into the story? Anyways,
we've only gotten to the priest going into the bar. Where's the rest? But seriously, I mean, that spot, seriously, that same joint, that was the first place I ever had credit. We were going there, like, I was like, I swear to you, man, I'd be like 15, 16 years old. I was doing construction, right? Because I was on independent study. Instead of going to school, I was going to work every day in construction. And we get paid like on Friday every 2 weeks, right? So we'd show up on Friday, you know, me and my buddies were like balling. We're like, yeah, we'll get like, you know, 2 burritos each, you know, we get all our stuff. And the burritos were $2.20, $2.50 for a burrito. And it's like big as a small baby. You know what I mean? It's just huge.
Wait, the same amount.
We tip them like $5 on a $2.50 burrito. And then next Friday, we're like, we'll get some tacos. Where's the 50-cent tacos?
We'll get just the tortilla.
What? Just one rib. Just one rib. And they seriously, they felt sorry for us. They're like, you're good. Don't worry about it. We got you. And then we like get paid again. We're like, hey, we tip them. We were such ballers at the, you know, broke Mexican restaurant. It was like, we're getting burritos for everybody.
Hey, you don't do
Next
a lot of
week.
vending, right?
What's that?
Do you ever vend?
I hate doing it, but yeah, I do.
Do you get people that ask you for samples?
Yeah, I laugh. I mean, it's different if you have no line. You know what I mean? If you don't have a line and it's like, all right, I'm going to go out. I mean, I'm going to go up. I'm going to cut some meat up and just put them in, you know, little cup and go out and give samples because I know my product's going to speak for itself.
Yeah.
But if I get somebody who's coming up who's just being a douche and I got like a line out, can I have a sample? Like, nah, sorry. You can't even give me a sample? No, because that meat I'm going to cut into, that's worth something to somebody else. So,
well, yeah,
no.
but I mean, like, we'll get like weird questions. We'll be like, hey, can I get a sample of like your pork belly burnt ends? Can I just get one? Well, I give you 4 in a
yeah,
like, in a serving, so that's a quarter of a serving.
It's like, no. I mean,
And I'm not cutting it up smaller.
No. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, it's like if you're making that's a good question, Mikey, because there's times I have, and it really depends on the feeling of the moment, to be honest with you. If I'm running and I got stuff going and I'm gunning and somebody wants a sample and I've got money coming in, like, hey, I'm really sorry, I'm really busy right now. Maybe next time.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I say the same thing to everyone. When
See,
they
I
go,
don't-
hey, can I get a sample? I go, you sure can. And they're like, oh, what can I sample on the menu? I go, anything that's on the menu is sampleable. The price is
Anything
right next
you
to it.
want. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the price of the sample. And one lady like looked at me, she goes, what do you mean the price of the sample? And I go, if you look at our menu, you're not getting the whole brisket. You are just getting a sample of the brisket. You're not getting the whole pork shoulder. You're just getting a sample of the pork shoulder for that price.
You know what I love? You know what I love about you, Mikey? You're an asshole, and you make me feel normal.
Somebody's got to do it.
Hey, it's important. And I agree with you. I mean, I get that. I would have played it a little bit differently, but honestly, dude, when you don't got time for anything, like, yeah, I'm selling samples all over the board. See that? Yeah. It comes with a plate too.
Yeah, the brisket.
You know what?
Sample.
I'll throw in the napkins for free.
Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Dude, like last weekend, I had a girl come up to us. She goes, to-go box. She's holding somebody else's food from a different truck.
And what's a to-go box from you?
For me. And I'm like,
How old is she? She's got to be younger, right?
she's probably like 18, maybe. And she's like, I need a to-go box for this. And I'm like, that's not my food. And she's like, so?
Bye. You don't say so to me.
A to-go box is $1. She's like, but they ran out of to-go boxes. I go tell them they can buy boxes from me.
That sounds like a they problem.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like
Y'all like pronouns, right? It sounds like a they problem.
Like I can't go to like Restaurant Depot and be like, listen, I ran out of to-go boxes. Can I
have these?
some for you?
But you know what? That's a problem you run into with people that they have no idea the value of anything.
No.
And like her boyfriend looks at me. He goes, "So you don't give out like to-go boxes with your food?" I go, "With my food, yeah."
That's not mine.
My food.
Dude, all meat 206. Dude, I you know what? And I'm with you on that. When it really is, sometimes it's really hard to say no. Because here's the thing: is like giving out samples. I've done those free barbecues. You know, when you do those barbecues that you're not making a damn dollar on it, and you're not even trying to, because I'd rather pay money into the meat and the process of barbecuing itself and go give it out to people I know who are going to hire me later, or just, I mean, at the very base of it, this business that I'm doing started with, that we're all doing, excuse me, it started from passion. You know, it started from fun. It started from love for the process. And never in a million years, I don't know about you guys, but never in a million years that I ever thought I would make money at this. You know what I mean? It was just something I had pride in that made me feel good, that I had skill.
You had
and talent.
fun, dude.
Yes, it was a blast. So I really do think that, I mean, to your point, I think it's different. It really depends on the attitude of people. If I get somebody who's just into themselves, like, hey, I need your to-go box. Like, no, you can go somewhere else and get a to-go box. Be gone with yourself.
Like you didn't support me. You bought from somebody else. And then for product.
If you would come up and said, hey, guys, they're out of to-go boxes. I couldn't finish the food. I'm sorry I didn't get yours. You know, would you guys happen to have any, like, that kind of thought?
Yeah, they're still $1, but I have a ton of them.
But you know what I mean?
Like, I love it for you're a hard ass for that. You really are a hard ass, and I love you. I love you for that.
So we do a lot of breweries, right? And technically they can bring in outside food. Like, we can't tell them no. But, like, we get the people that will literally look at our menu, then order something else, and then those motherfuckers don't give them plates, don't give them napkins, don't give them cutlery.
Yeah. And then they want to get it from you.
And they want it all from me.
No, that's a different deal. I agree with you. I agree with you completely on that. I do. Because if I'm vending and there's other vendors around and you come to me, no, that's a different story. You're right.
That's the problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're supporting somebody else.
Right.
And then
you're being an ass to me.
For things that cost money.
But that's the problem. They don't think it costs money.
That's what I'm talking about. Nobody knows the value of anything. They just don't. Not even that. They don't even know the cost. You know, it's like it used to be like, all right, they know the cost, but they don't know the value. They don't know anything nowadays. Yeah. It's a Kardashian world. People just think things are supposed to be thrown at them. Yeah. I mean, and that's part of how we go into educating our public as well. We have to, because it's the same type of person sometimes. That same ignorance.
But it goes beyond that, because I even see it in my shop, my normal day job, the people that come in and just they walk in, they're like, what do you mean that string trimmer's $300? It's $300. That's what it costs if you want a quality product that is going to do the job.
We have one for much cheaper. It's about $5. It's called a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't work very well,
for a
though.
while.
I can sell you scissors.
And that's the thing. It's an appreciation factor, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it really, when it comes down to it, it's appreciation and respect. Do you have appreciation? Do you appreciate the work that went into that? Most people don't because they don't know, and that's okay. Because I feel like that's my job to be able to educate somebody on what goes.
Most
into
people don't know what goes into actual barbecue in the sense of like, I don't know how many people I've had tell me like, oh, you ran out of brisket. Why didn't you bring more?
I hate that.
Like,
I can't stand it. A hole in my lip.
well, here's the problem. Like, why didn't I bring more? I brought what I was willing to risk. And it's
Right.
this and this much money. It's this and this much time. And they're like, what do you mean that much time? Well, I'm giving up from start to finish, I would say probably 16 to 17 hours. Maybe almost 18.
That has no that does not include any prep. Doesn't include shopping. That does not include resting.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I guess I'm not. I guess I would say probably 24 hours if you include all of that.
Yep.
If you include shopping, going to get it,
Making your list and organizing everything out to what you got to go need to go.
yeah.
People have no freaking. It's like painting. People they're like, oh, painting's easy. Yeah, painting is easy. Prep sucks. Yeah, that's a struggle everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, it's a struggle in Texas.
That's a struggle, yeah, almost everywhere. And like the hard thing is
Running
like
out 30 minutes
when you run out 30 minutes before close, like as a business owner,
Thank
you're
God.
like, well, yeah, you're like, A, thank God. You're like, B, you're like, fuck yeah, we lasted the majority of the time. Like,
Yeah.
we gave it, like, we cooked the right amount, which is one of the hardest fucking questions that we all fucking ask ourselves.
Yep.
Is how much do we prep for tomorrow? Why? Because the wind can blow differently.
It's a gamble.
How many times have Mike? How many times have we called each other? Hey, I'm thinking about doing this much for this. Here's what's going on. What do you think?
What's the wind like? You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like, fuck. And it's like,
How many Samoans you got? It's.
but
I
you
mean,
know what I
that's
mean?
what,
Like,
I always go with the formula of like a pound to a pound and a half of protein, and I know that I'm way over.
are we talking cooked or undercooked? Or
raw?
Raw. Okay. See, I go a pound raw.
Yeah, I go. Well, I mean,
You
it
know-
depends. Honestly, if I'm feeding Samoans, I'm a pound and a half easy.
Feeding a lot of
I
Samoans.
just know.
Feeding normal people.
What's normal anymore? I'm in the Bay, dude. There's all kinds of crazy.
I'm just saying, like, so, like I know what
I
you
mean,
mean.
weed's
Like,
legal out here,
Samoans
so you know they're
fucking-
eating a lot.
fucking eat. No, they just can, and those dudes are huge, and they like to fight.
I saw two of them pick up a car, tip it over.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Like they are like, I don't know what it is. They are the strongest humans on the face of this earth.
Wait, don't forget Tongans. They're like the big brothers. They're even bigger.
Jesus Christ.
Seriously,
But you
like two guys played for the Niners. I fed them at this concert, and then they got so drunk they tipped over a car. Just two of them. It was a Cadillac.
Jeez. Okay.
That's.
I missed that question. I can't go back. I'm not touching anything on
Oh,
Instagram.
hold on.
So touching the anything.
Then I feel
can't
like it's more consistent at a brick and mortar. We have a good idea of a normal lunch or normal dinner. Pop up and vendor booths are always a shot in the dark, and they are.
Yeah. Which
Well,
is
the
where
cool thing is you have a brick and mortar, so it's like you can turn those extras that you don't sell into something. I mean,
Correct.
I can turn brisket into a pasta with some drunk mushrooms, and it's easy. But
and you most likely have walk-in space. You have other ingredients to do other stuff, and you have space. You just have physical space, whether it's stovetop, oven, countertop, versus a food truck, food trailer, or catering.
We are very, every piece of real estate means a lot to us on the trailer. You know what I mean? It means a lot because you don't have the freedom that like like we do in the commissary, right? We just don't.
No,
not
true.
to mention, like, here's the other thing: power, gas, and all that shit. Like, I understand, like, people are like, oh, your food truck, you can still have all that. Yes, but I'm not hardwired into anything. Right. So I'm always thinking about how much am I consuming in this hour.
Yep.
How many more gas tanks do I need for my generator?
I mean, I literally carry 10 gallons of gas with us.
Yeah.
To make sure that, like, we don't run out of gas.
Yeah.
Which I know is probably a little bit of an overkill. In a sense.
But God forbid, if you need it.
But, I mean,
better to have it than need it.
If you're burning everything, you know what I mean? Like, if I got the fridge on, the AC on, hot box, wells, that's pulling power.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Our lights don't pull like shit because they're all LEDs. So, that's like nothing. That's really, like, barely pulling anything. But everything
else,
else,
it'd be hotter.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you got a ton of fucking shit.
Yeah. But
and
that's
water is, you know, you're in a tank. I'm not hooked up to the city water or to a water line that every time I open the sink, it'll run for fucking 6 hours and it won't matter. My tank ain't gonna run for 6 hours.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's. Let me ask you this: so as far as commissary, is out here? You pay $2,000 a month, and that's a deal for a commissary. In Chicago,
so out here it depends on your usage and the deal you have with a lot of the commissaries. So some will rent by the hour, some will give you monthly, some will give you packages where they'll say, like, okay, you get 20 hours a week. So it depends on, like, who you're working with and what. We're lucky enough where we are cooking out of an ice cream shop. So
well, is that, not to get too deep into things, but that $2,000 is just to store your freaking trailer out here. Because you have to store it there.
Yeah.
You can't store it. I mean, like, I got RV parking in my house. There's no way I could just park a food truck there. They wouldn't allow it.
So it depends on where you are here and what your, like, HOA allows you to do.
That's that simple. Over there, it's just going to be an HOA thing. It's not going to be because, like, over here, the health department will not allow you.
No, you can store.
California.
Store it wherever you want.
California, this thick in the butthole. It hurts. It's not cool. Don't move here.
No, I wasn't planning on.
Love you, bud. But no, wasn't planning on coming to be your neighbor. Don't worry.
Which is like,
hey, look out! I might be your guys' neighbor soon. All right, back up.
But we're looking at the thing that we do is we get hit by each county for permits.
Right.
So that like I can't do a state permit.
That makes sense.
I have to do each county, which sucks because that